Hi everyone, welcome to the weekly review of my M1 Finance dividend portfolio. Balance on the account is $213,808.93. Let's see how the portfolio performed this past week. Overall, it was red and 100% thanks to SCHD, but we'll get into it a bit more. So overall, it was down 0.19% or $409.28. I have three hold-ins. The first is VU, which is the S&P 500. That was up 0.97% or $1,327.76. SCHD was down 2.40% or $1,807.62. So not sure what happened with SCHD here. I was trying to find more information on Google, but this is like a little mini crash with SCHD. Like this is a pretty decent loss in a week. So I wasn't sure what was going on. And I know the finance gurus will say, don't watch the performance week to week or day to day, but this was definitely very jarring for me in terms of just seeing such a big dip. This is not a minimal dip at all. So, and because of it, my portfolio landed in the red. Otherwise, it would have landed in the green. So not sure what happened, but if you know, let me know down in the comments, because SCHD, very disappointing this week. And because of that, I went ahead and kind of switched my allocation up a bit in the portfolio. So as you see here, for instance, VU is 64.6% of the portfolio. I originally had the target as 65% of the portfolio. Like I'm working to get it to 65%, but I upped it to 69%. And then SCHD, the target was 35%, and I moved it down to 30%. I understand SCHD, of course, is, they're all dividend-paying stock ETFs, but it has a, much higher dividend payout. So I definitely want it to be part of my portfolio, and I'm not going to sell any position at all that I have in SCHD, but I think this was just a good reminder to me that VU and QQQM, they're like the growth focused ETFs. Like those are the ones, at least right now, while I'm in the accumulation stage, to really be beefing up. Not so much SCHD. So yeah, I just did that little quick reallocation there. So future money going into this brokerage account will go towards VU. And as you see, I'm not far from like the new allocations. Like VU is 64.6%, and I'm trying to get to 69%. So essentially like 4 to 5% away from where I want it to be. And maybe I'll still reduce the position in SCHD over time. I'm not sure, but for now, I'm just going to keep it like this. But yes, SCHD, man, wow, what a drop. All right, and then moving over to my last hold-in is QQQM, which tracks the NASDAQ 100, and she was just shining bright like a little star this week at an increase of 3.30% or $70.58. Let's go ahead and look at the deposits for the past week. There was just, two? So there was two. And they're both on December 2nd. So December 2nd, I put in $200. You see here, it was completed. And then I put in $50. So then that day, the total of $250 got traded. It all went into VU, and I got 0.45 shares. And that's all the money I had this week to invest. That's it. All right, let's go and just look at the recap for the week. You see here, the portfolio started at $213,968.20. I put in the cash flow of $250, which I just reviewed with you, and then that loss of $409.28 is what brings it to the $213,808.93 balance. If we just look at the funding history, You'll see here, 2024, I've invested $83,972, but you do have to back out the $4,000 in withdrawal. That's right below it. That was an error, so don't worry about the story behind it, but it was an error. So because of that, I have to back out 4,000 from the 83,000. So to date, what I've actually put in is $79,972. So almost at $80,000 invested in 1 year. So I put a ton of money into this portfolio. Now, here's the overall growth. The portfolio overall is up 17.09% or $31,212.69. I'm just going to pause here a bit because I opened up a different brokerage account at Robinhood just to do some like risk investing, just to have fun. It's fun money. It's money I'm willing to lose 100% of. And I just made a video about it if you want to go and check it out. But I was laughing in that video because I've had that Robinhood like fun money investing account for 2 weeks, like 2 whole weeks. And the overall return on it is 16.56%. I've had this M1 Finance brokerage account for 3 years, and it's literally the same overall return as the Robinhood account that I've had for 2 weeks. Like, but that's the difference between ETF investing, which is all I do in the M1 Finance, and in the Robinhood account, I'm doing crypto, I'm doing individual stock investing, as well as options trading. I'm not advocating to do risky investing, right? Because I'm doing it in a very responsible way. I'm not putting thousands upon thousands of dollars in it. It's more like $10 here, $20 there, right? So I'm doing it in a very responsible way with money that I'm willing to lose. But I just thought it was so comical that what has taken me years to get to, I got to in 2 weeks on Robinhood. But, slow and steady wins the race. This is why I'm keeping my eyes on the prize. I mean, I wish my returns were much better in this portfolio. I think for a portfolio of this size, I should have like over $100,000 in returns. So I'm not happy with these returns. They're much better than where they were before, but to me, they're still very low for the size of the portfolio. It's one thing if this portfolio was 60,000 or 70,000. Sure, I'd be very happy with this, but at I literally put in $182,000 into this portfolio. So the reason why it's at the balance that it is not because of the stock market. It's because of my investments, my own money that I put in over the past 3 years. So hopefully, I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing, staying consistent, investing every single week. I'm hoping as the years go by, I will get pleasantly surprised by real growth in this portfolio. All right, each of the hold-ins. So VU is up 17.61% or $20,701.39. SCHD is up 16.32% or $10,293.32. And then QQQM is up 10.94% or $217.98. So that is all of the update for this week. So not good, but not a super significant decrease either. So hopefully next week will be better. I'm hoping to see if this portfolio can end 2024 at the $215,000 balance. But if it doesn't, it's fine. I wanted to just hit a $200,000 balance this year, which I did. So very, very happy with where the portfolio is. All right, that's all the updates for this week. Let me know how your investing is going,